All right, guys, we're back. Dr. Daller and Kelsey today. They're going to answer all these questions that we've been getting. I sent Kelsey a bunch of questions that Dr. Daller and I received. And you don't know the questions that I got.
Candid answers.
But I don't know the questions that you got today. But Kelsey is going to be our commentator in the back. And then we have to ask her opinions, too.
Absolutely. The most important.
Because we may not have all the answers.
Right.
But if we need Kelsey to tune in, then we're going to have to just bring her right aboard.
Men definitely don't have all the answers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, this is the captain's log.
Ladies watching here.
This is the captain's log today. Welcome back, and Dr. Daller and I are making sense of all your questions. And go ahead, Kelsey. Let's hear what we have. Let's break right into it right away.
All right, number one. Is sex a good form of exercise?
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
It certainly is a good form of exercise. How can it not be?
Right.
Depends how long you feel like exercising.
So what do you think? What the average amount of calories you burn in half an hour of sex?
That's a good question. I don't know. You're
200?
asking me questions I don't know.
Right, so yeah, go ahead.
200?
No, 200. I mean, on average, about a man burns
30.
100 calories for half an hour of intercourse.
Oh.
Half an hour.
Maybe the average is
which is
lazy.
equivalent to if you played ping pong, that would be the same amount of calories
Well,
you
which
would burn.
position are they in?
That's very good. So women burn about 70 calories for half an hour of.
What is they doing?
Yeah, women are much taking it easy than us. We work very hard at it. But still, it's not a lot of calories. So there is something called metabolic equivalence. So on average, when you sit down and watch TV, you spend 1 minute. So for an hour.
Yeah.
If you have sex, you have spent 3.5 minutes for 1 hour.
Okay.
And you know, on average, we really don't have sex for an hour. So we are going to say 25 minutes, half an hour. So about 100 calories.
Yeah.
Now
Maybe people should start having sex with like their Fitbits
Anna.
on or something.
Hey,
you know,
Sheila,
their heart
hey,
rate
Anna.
monitors. Then we
Yeah.
can really get a good study.
Yeah,
going.
you should.
Well, you should go to the gym and exercise, and exercise is a very, very good way. There are studies that show that women that have yoga they would like to have more sex. But overall, when you exercise, when you eat healthy,
Why are
when
the
you
women
meditate,
that do yoga wanting more sex? They're more relaxed. They
stress,
have good their flexibility, or they're just all horny, so they like yoga.
And you know, they didn't really analyze why. They just saw that there is an effect by doing yoga. You are maybe more relaxed, maybe more flexible. Maybe you feel good about yourself, about your image. For women, it's extremely important how they look in the bedroom.
It's a bunch of horny
And they're all wearing the yoga
a
pants.
bunch
so
of
they're all
horny
feeling
yoga
desired.
women. That's exactly
That's
what
it.
it is. It's the yoga
I
pants.
know.
It's
When
the
I
yoga
when I
pants.
go for yoga, I get excited myself. I try to sit
That's
in
right.
the back. I try to sit in the back.
Dr. Freeze, Dr. Ron says that's why all these women are. It's crazy that they're going right after the yoga. The yoga craze is going crazy.
That's right.
I don't blame you. That's right. These
Oh
freaking
my
women.
gosh.
So-
Kelsey, wait, does Kelsey do yoga?
I just started.
She's
getting
so
into yoga.
horny. She's horny all the time. I knew it.
I
She
do
doesn't
yoga.
need the
I
yoga.
knew it.
Yoga's
I
on
knew
Mondays
it.
and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You do the yoga, Kelsey?
yoga.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So again, yoga is good for you, and exercise is excellent for you. And again, go to the gym and have sex, but don't
rely on that
Don't
for
rely
your
on sex
exercise.
for your exercise. Correct. I mean, it's very important for you to go to
And
the
women,
gym.
if you're only burning 70 calories, you need to step up your game. Like we're going
That's
100,
right.
we're going all in.
That's right.
100 calories.
Still, it's not much. 100 calories is not much.
It's enough. It's enough to get the job done.
I like it.
But women got to step up their game. All right, what next? What next?
What's the quickest way to increase desire in a woman?
Oh, that
Aside
wow.
from yoga.
Wow. That's a tough question.
Who asked that question?
so-
Who sent
so-
that question? And I need to know.
I already know Dr. Daller's answer.
Right.
All right, let's hear it.
So overall, when you look at studies that look at what women really like when you're couples, women get excited about one thing. Kelsey, tell me if you know. Let's see if you know that.
Well, you like foreplay.
I do.
You-
I love foreplay, but kissing.
But no.
Women
Oh,
love
they like to kiss.
Not what men like, what women like. Women love kissing. So if you can kiss a girl every day for a minute, and really be passionate about it.
Right.
They are
really
going to love
just
that.
go right in on it.
Right. So
Yeah.
so be passionate. Kissing with couples, women love that. But the big question is,
Hold on, I gotta put on some Vaseline on my lips in case Kelsey decides to kiss me. It's very important. I want to have nice soft lips for Kelsey.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
So, but overall, when you look at guys today, and they are saying, you know, what will turn a girl on? So you know, the most important thing there are a bunch of things. That one, pay attention. A lot of guys, I see them on the phone. They are talking to a girl, and all of a sudden they are looking at their iPhone. Hey, when you are with a girl, be 100% with that girl.
Be in tune.
Be in tune. Don't start looking at your phone and start, checking your
Damn it,
emails
I gotta put my phone
while
away.
you're talking to Kelsey.
I gotta put my phone away.
Right
Kelsey.
away. Right away.
Son of a.
Number two, your disposition. The
Yeah.
thing you have to look sexy. You have to feel sexy. You have to look in the mirror in the morning and say, "I am sexy."
Oh,
It's-
I agree with this. I see women and I'm like, she's not that attractive. And then you start talking to them and they're like, wow, she's
That
putting off
confidence.
she's putting off a good vibe.
Right.
What is that? What's that vibe that they're putting off?
You know, it's how they carry themselves, how they look. I mean, they wake up in the morning, they look in the mirror, they say, "Wow, she is amazing."
Right.
And that's how they feel about themselves. I always say you have to love yourself before you can love other people. Same with sex. I mean, you have to say to yourself, "Wow, I'm sexy," before you can have great sex with somebody.
It's like when you go to the bar and the other girl's like, ugh, that girl, she's like a whore, right? She's always trying to talk. All guys are talking to her. That's not that she's just giving off she just has mojo. Right? And
Right.
the other girls are pissed
That's right.
that she's attracting all the little bees with the honey.
That's right. So for guys, the same thing. Feel sexy. Number three, don't talk too much. Guys tend to talk way too much. So
I probably do that one too. I do everything wrong. I wonder why
Oh,
Kelsey's
that's
back
funny.
there.
Say that girls talk a lot, and I'm thinking out of all three of us, I'm the quietest one in the group.
Yeah, I think
I'd say.
that Dr. Dollar talks a lot. I just
do.
listen.
I do.
But
I
I
do.
had to talk every once in a while. Jesus.
I do. I think Albert Einstein said, you know, you never learn anything from talking. So just listen to Einstein, if Einstein really said that. But really, be quiet a little bit.
If he didn't
Let
say it,
them
Dr.
talk.
Dollar did.
Let
Somebody
them-
said it.
Right, let them talk a little bit. Okay, so that's also very important. Number 4 that girls really like is a small touch. Okay,
A lot of
so
touch.
a little touch. You don't need to go crazy.
you.
You just need. I'm trying
Oh,
to.
God.
So a little
Hey.
touch. Women love that. So
Yeah.
you a little touch. So they know that you're there.
He's gonna go around tapping everybody.
Oh, I'm gonna start
Right,
hey, this is my move.
walking
Yeah.
to the bar, tapping.
So women really like a little touch. The fifth thing that women like is not to be too easy. Don't be a little bit difficult to get, but not too difficult. So,
Right.
So pull and push at the same time. So give them something, but don't be too easy for them to grab.
Don't be accessible all the time.
Oh, correct.
I think that goes both ways, right?
correct. That goes both.
But you know
Both
what?
of the things go both
Okay,
ways.
so you know what then really definitely doesn't work?
Yeah.
Is when the girl makes plans and then she says, oh, like something came up at the last minute.
Well, don't play
Or-
games like
yeah,
that hard
you
to
can't
get.
do
If
the
you're
game.
actually
Turn off.
Busy,
Big
that's
time
fine.
turn off.
Big
I
time.
Play
agree.
games.
Big time turn off.
And the other
If you're
thing,
into someone, tell them.
Right.
the other thing that also, I think what happens these days is that all these women are like on their phones 24 hours a day, texting people back and forth, getting hit up with DMs, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
you're saying they want the best option.
Yeah, and I think they're
Uh-oh.
like switching out. They're trying to upgrade
Right.
each time.
Right. So these are the things. But again, the take-home message here is women like kissing. Kissing is still extremely important for them. So a little kiss, come closer, kiss.
What about kissing in public? Kelsey, do you kiss in public?
I'm not a big PDA person.
No
Nothing
public.
bothers me more than those people who walk through the gym holding hands. You're
Oh,
here to work
wow.
out.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
You're here
with
to work
Kelsey.
out.
Yes.
And the girls will be in their
That's
yoga
right.
pants.
When I walk in
and
the
they'll come
gym,
and
I
kiss
don't
their
want to
boyfriend.
be affiliated with any women in the gym.
And you go
Well,
to
I
a
wanna be
restaurant,
completely single.
have your dinner, don't start kissing in public there. I mean, you have a place and there's no reason. I mean, women are not attracted to that. I mean, there's no reason for you
It's
to...
almost like you're staking your claim, and like that's what people do when they're insecure.
Right.
Like
Right.
no one should look at this person. 'cause it's
Yeah,
my man
yeah,
or
yeah.
I
it's
like
my
that.
girl.
That's a
You don't
great
have to
advice.
smother her, right?
Be
Right.
confident in your relationship.
That's right.
In your own bedroom.
A good smack on the butt and then let them go to the gym. Right?
That's perfect.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Or a little touch.
All right.
Just a little.
Okay, so what? Are we good? You went over.
You were talking
touched
about
on some good stuff.
talking too much.
Yes.
So kind of in the same realm.
Yeah.
Do men exaggerate their number of sexual partners?
Do men exaggerate the number of sexual partners? The answer to that is absolutely.
They do.
So, yes, there is studies about that. So
Wait, they say
so
they have
every-
more?
they
No.
say men say that they have more sex with more women than they actually have.
But I
and-
think guys exaggerate to other guys, but they don't want to exaggerate to the females.
correct.
Right? So you're trying to make the
So-
female feel special. Oh, I've only slept with 3 people, but to their guy.
Well,
friends,
no,
it's 10.
we don't say the 3. The 3 is the women stuff. Men never
Right,
say
yeah,
3.
you can. I can
3
count
is
on.
not
I
the
can
number.
count on 2 hands. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
come on, I've heard that too
So,
long.
so men, we do exaggerate the number of sex, and the reason for that is multi. One, we want to feel like a stud. So when you had sex with a bunch of women, you feel better about it. And number 2, we really don't count. Women count how many they have, and they have a list somewhere hidden somewhere. We don't have a hit list. And
I
we,
read
we-
that. I
we-
read
A
that.
list?
The reason why men don't know their numbers, they really don't pay attention
Correct.
to it.
We average it. We
Yeah,
say, okay,
it's a good-
maybe 10 or 20
round it
or
up,
15.
yeah.
Round up the
I
number.
was
Exactly.
told whatever number a guy says, multiply by 3.
It
Or
could be.
no, divide by 3, and then females multiply by 3.
Really?
I don't know. That was
Is
probably
that?
in
Hey guys, did you ever
Cosmopolitan.
hear that one?
That was probably in
Ron, did you hear that?
Cosmopolitan.
I lost count at 5.
Divided
He
so-
lost count at 500. Ron
Divided by
did.
3.
So
Divided by
studies
3.
show that the average 55-year-old men, so these are not younger. Younger kids have sex much more than
All
the
these
average
kids are
55.
horny. These millennials are horny
The
little
average,
suckers.
right? The average
Jesus.
55-year-old man is when he asks how many different partners did you have, they will say 14. The average 55-year-old female is going to say 7. Okay. Obviously, there is a discrepancy because on average in the U.S. we have more or less the same number of men and women
Right.
that are 55 years old. So obviously,
So
half-
wait,
all
they
the
say
guys
them-
are
7?
No, all the guys are having sex with the same girls.
No, but no, 7 different. So 7 different women say 7 different men that they have sex with, and men say 14 different women. So obviously men really have sex with about 10 and women about 10 because the number should be
Is this
more or less
per
the same.
week or is this per
Lifetime.
Oh, lifetime.
Lifetime.
I didn't know what
Lifetime.
you meant.
Look at
I
that
didn't know what
stud.
you meant.
Brian is a
I
stud.
meant Kelsey. She's
Brian
very,
is a
she's very
stud.
active.
Oh,
She's very
yeah.
active. Not me.
In
I'm
a
just
week.
saying.
But
I
the
thought
new
you were
generation,
spending
they
a
do
lot
that
of
in a
time
week.
doing
I thought you were talking about like I didn't get it. Okay, now I understand.
Yeah, so that's what happens. And again, for women, there's still some taboos about that. They feel shame and they feel people are going to think they're slutty or anything like that. And again,
What is this like? After what number do you become a slut?
I really don't think that there is a number. I really don't see. I think women should enjoy sex. I think if they're not happy with the current partner, they should change until they have somebody that they can relate to, they have sex with, they have a good relationship with, they have symbiotic relationship with. So I really don't believe in numbers. I
No.
believe in
So-
meaningful relationships.
So that
so
message.
should you ask your partner their number?
That-
or tell your
The
number?
previous question actually was DM to me, and that was my question. So I kind of knew about it, but so I put a little teaser out there on Facebook, and
What was it?
And I asked, do women exaggerate their number? And and some women took that as they exaggerate their number as in is 4 and it's 40, or they say that maybe there's 20 and it was really only 10. So I had some people direct message me both, like, and one woman said, which I got a kick out of it. She said, "Well, my number's 9, and I'm proud to say 9 because I always recycle the same 9." She said.
She must be very good at
But
sex.
Yeah.
you know what? If
So
someone
they keep
said
coming back.
If someone said a high number, I don't know. I'm not even going to say what I think is high.
What's a high number,
I'm not
Kelsey?
gonna answer
No,
that
you
question.
can't
I'm
not
gonna
answer
that
that.
question. But my
Listen.
thing is if someone told me a high number.
All right, we won't tell
A
anybody.
guy or a girl?
What's the answer, Kelsey?
If a guy told me, for example, they had sex with 100 females,
Right.
you better be awesome.
You better have
Because
some
having
skills.
a lot of sex with
Otherwise,
a lot
that's
of different
100
people,
disappointed women.
Right.
Those poor things.
So you better be awesome if you have that
Yes.
much variety of experience.
Correct.
That's true. That's
Correct.
So you could almost shoot yourself in the foot by saying a higher number.
Yeah,
than
'cause
than
then
true,
you
because
build it
people's
up.
expectations are higher.
You can't build up the expectations too high. Then you're going to
Yeah.
let her down.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you play the card like, oh, I've only had sex with 2 other people, it's like, oh, we'll give him a pass. We'll let him practice a little bit.
Is that what it is? And then while you okay,
I
I
so
like that.
this is a very good question.
Uh-oh.
How many times do you have to be intimate with the person before you think the sex is going to be as good as it gets? Because the first time out the gate, it may not be good.
Sober or intoxicated?
Well, that's a good question.
Sober.
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 Okay, sober. First time. Kelsey, how many times does it take before you think, not either well, we're not there yet, or wow, it was really good, I'm not going to get any better, this is about
Well,
it?
I always
Or
have a
that was
rule.
terrible, let's give him another shot,
So
or you
I
don't
try
go
to-
back.
I try to have a personal rule: no one night stands. So it's like almost everybody gets two.
Right,
two
so
chances.
so exactly. So the one night stands is never a one night stands because you keep having them back.
Well, if it was really that bad, they don't come back.
Right.
You know.
So just no night. So, but what
if you're
about
horrible, you don't get a second.
you don't
chance.
get another shot at the title?
No.
No, I hear you. But what happens?
And that's fair.
right. But I mean, the first
But
time,
if
the
it's
first
average,
encounter,
if it's not the best ever,
then you
can
still.
do-
Oh, yeah,
There's
of
a-
course, of
then
course,
there's some.
of
it's
course.
then
never
there's a-
going to be the best ever on the first time. That's
It-
why married couples try new things, and
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
So
All right. Well, that was interesting. That was good. So I know there's still hope. what? I'm just saying. All right.
I love
all
it.
right.
I love
all right.
it.
What next? Kelsey, you're holding up this.
well, we
Yeah.
talked
You're
about
holding up
inflating
the
and
whole
deflating
thing.
your numbers. We kind of covered it all.
Yeah. What
So
else?
let's talk about erectile dysfunction.
Okay.
We've talked a lot about that in different capacities throughout the weeks. If you do not want to rely on drugs for treatment of erectile dysfunction, what are the natural solutions?
Oh, that must have came right
Wow.
to you.
Wow. Right. I did get that question. So what natural solution do we have? So Brian, you and I, we talked about a lot about eating healthy, taking care of yourself, exercising, weight loss.
Somebody messaged me about a question, but I'm going to
Yes.
ask you if it's real. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So these are the things: exercise, meditation, staying away from stress. When you're stressed, chemistry at home, chemistry with your girlfriend, your wife, your spouse, your significant other, very, very important. Women, if you don't have that, if you are an ass at home, there's no way you're going to get laid, and if you get laid, it's not going to be a good lay. So really, do the dishes, do the little things, take the trash out, ask
That's
what you
right,
can do,
ladies.
pick up the kids, do
all
whatever it
that.
takes.
Do all your homework at home before Dad comes home. That's right.
So, and then, take a shower, clip your nails, groom down south.
This goes for guys too.
I'm talking about guys.
Oh,
I'm
guys!
talking about guys.
Oh, all right, all right. I thought you were talking about the women. I
No,
thought,
of course,
Damn
of course,
it.
guys.
Hey,
I mean,
Danielle,
when I see
Stephanie.
guys with black stuff under their nails,
Oh,
what are you
it's
doing?
disgusting.
I mean, those fingers have to go somewhere. What
Can
are you
you
doing?
imagine?
It's
Ugh.
awful. Take care of yourself. Put some cologne, put some lotion on.
I get a mani-pedi. I ask her to
Of
go
course.
with me every week.
Of
She doesn't want to
course,
go.
Of course.
She goes during the week apparently. You don't go on the weekends to get your mani-pedis? No?
Whenever I have time.
I keep asking you. I
But
get
look
nothing.
how good they look.
They look
I
amazing.
didn't-
How do mine look? Oh, they're a little long actually. Right now, but not a little.
You're like,
little.
oh.
Yeah, I
Wait,
went
no,
to
they're
fight.
very
I went to
clean.
fight.
No black.
They're very clean.
No dirt
They're
under
very
there.
clean.
So again, take care of
They're
those
tiny.
things. Do some stuff with your wife. Do some stuff with your significant other. Take care of her. Be nice. Smile. Help her out at home. You're going to get laid, and you're going to have great sex.
There you go. So now, let's
that's
go
the
back to a
answer,
question
Jennifer.
that someone asked me that I forgot. I didn't even think to put this in today's episode. So we were talking about, the pea shot and all the stuff that in the previous episodes. But
Yep.
here's the question: the guy says, "Ask Dr. Daller if if your keto, what is it? Keto
diet. Keto diet.
No, the exercise.
Kegel
Kegel
exercise.
exercises, right?
Yeah.
How do they work for the guys?
They are going to work for incontinence, but they are not going to work for erectile dysfunction. Overall, pelvic exercises, doing squats, doing lunges, anything that will improve blood flow in your pelvis is going to help you. For example, for sex, what's going to help you? Doing push-ups. Because if you're in a missionary position,
Right.
you need to be on that push-up.
Boom.
Shoulders, arms, chest has to work all the time. It depends on your position. And
I saw a girl doing this thing like with her thrust. Was
Yes.
she working out for sex?
They're
Was
working.
she-
I
was she
think
working
so.
on
You
her
should have
sex-
asked there.
her sex
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse excuse me, ma'am, here at Gold
And
Gym.
she had a lot of weights on her right
Right.
there. And I said, damn.
Those bridges you're doing in the gym, the bridges you're
Yes.
doing, is that for sex, ma'am? You can ask her.
That might be a little creepy. That might be a little creepy.
You know, well, you know, I have an accent a little bit, so for me it works.
It
When I
comes
say
off
stuff
very
with accent,
smooth, yeah.
it sounds different.
does, it
sounds
does.
sophisticated. You know, I can say stuff
Like
to women.
it's very medical.
Right, it's like, wow,
Yeah.
this guy sounds smart. He asked me that bridge is for sex. Yes, of course.
Of
it was.
course.
Priorities. Okay, you were talking about coming home, desire,
Yeah.
all that. So we have one more that kind of wraps it up a little bit.
Okay.
What should couples be discussing?
What should couple be discussing? Meaning, I'm not. I just.
It said,
I'm
what
not-
should couples be discussing instead of asking your partner their number?
Okay, very good.
You
So,
know, if you're talking about sex,
right.
communication is key.
So the question is, the question that led to that is, should I ask my partner how many? My rule is don't ask.
Don't
Don't
ask.
ask.
Don't ask. Don't
that,
tell.
Don't ask that question.
Don't
Don't
ask,
ask a
don't
question
tell.
you don't want to know the answer to.
Absolutely,
Don't
because
set
if
them
she's
up
going
for
to
failure.
say 3 and you think she's lying to you, that's already, and you're making her lie to you. Why? What for? What's the
Yeah.
objective here?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to make her feel bad, or and the same with women. Ask the guy how many. I mean, why? What does it matter? I mean, we have a good relationship. Let's improve that relationship. So you should ask. You know what? What can we do to make things better in the bedroom?
Right.
What can we do better to improve our relationship?
Like bringing in a woman.
Like-
Does that help? Does that
Yes.
help?
No, so
Kelsey
that's-
and I keep telling her that's the
not
reason
for
why she's not
everybody.
with me.
I have nothing against it. I have nothing against
Okay.
it whatsoever. But bringing 2 women to the bedroom is really, and we should do a podcast about you know, that kind of relationships.
Yeah.
And it's not for everybody. You really have to have a different relationship because jealousy comes into play.
Yeah.
So stick with one first.
Just-
Do a good
Some
job
guys
with
are
one.
like,
Yeah.
oh, let's bring 2 girls in. It's like you can't even handle one.
Correct.
Why
Wait,
would we
Kelsey,
bring
have
two
you
in?
had 2 girls? I didn't ask that. I didn't ask
No.
that. I didn't ask that.
No.
No, because Kelsey's grandma is listening to that
That's right.
podcast.
No, she
and
didn't.
right, Kelsey.
Yeah.
Hi, Grandma. How you doing?
Hey, Mandy,
I told her where I
Danielle,
work,
what's
and
happening,
she
Stephanie?
said, I thought you help people with urinary tract infections. I said that too.
I thought you told the grandma that you work at the bank. Right?
It's a different kind of bank.
Oh
Right.
my god.
It's a sperm bank.
It's
It's a sperm bank. You know?
Oh my goodness! So we're having fun. This is the Captain's Log. We're in Naples, Florida. Actually, we're in Fort Myers. I don't even know where
We
I'm
drove
at
so
today.
far.
We are driving around, and we have Kelsey and Dr. Daller in the house, and we're driving, and we're having a great time. But we're answering your questions as we always do every week. You can ask if you DM me. That's fine because you know I'm a friend, or you can reach out to Dr. Daller, whatever you want to do. But we'll answer your questions. I don't think that we've told anybody no on anything. I think we're pretty open, and you know, if it's something that you're afraid to ask me, then you can ask the doctor, and he'll answer them. But if you ask me, I won't mention your name. I keep it all anonymous, and it's really interesting when you guys have questions because I can't think of everything.
Right.
I try like hell.
And these are all questions that everybody wants to know the answer. I mean, everybody wants to know the answer to what's the average size of a penis. Brian, do you know that answer? The
I don't know.
average-
What is the
5
average?
inches.
5 inches.
5 inches.
How many penises have you seen well over really huge? You've seen hundreds of
Yeah,
penises,
I've
thousands.
seen everything. I've seen. I have 55,000 patients, and
Holy!
I've seen over the years, 21 years being a physician.
Okay.
A lot of penises. Ask Kelsey how many penises she had seen. That's a question. for
She's seen a lot of
You know?
penises. Oh my god, that's so intimidating, Kelsey. It's so intimidating. Kelsey, I don't know why you're
You're
single.
going to be the reason I
can't
don't
tell.
get asked on a date. This
I
is
can't-
Brian's project. He's like,
I have no
one else is
idea
gonna
how
ask
you're
her, so
single.
She's going to have to say yes
It's
to me.
beyond me, Kelsey. It's beyond me. It really is.
Yeah.
So we asked the question. You guys asked the questions. We answered the questions. Is there anything out there that we haven't touched on yet? Shelly, Anna, any of you guys? If not, I think we're going to wrap it up unless you wanted to add anything else to it.
No, I think.
Kelsey,
I think great
are we going to still go out this weekend?
Maybe.
Okay, still.
Wow,
still
maybe. Did
I
you
got
hear
a
that?
maybe.
Maybe. Wow.
I got a maybe.
Maybe. I love it.
Woo!
I love it.
I
I'm
have
moving
my
on.
kids. Figures. You know why she said that? She probably knows I have my kids this weekend. That's exactly why
right.
she said
That's
maybe.
right. It's safe.
We're wrapping it up, guys. The Captain's Log. Now podcast. Get it on iTunes, Google, Yahoo, You can hear us on SoundCloud, Stitcher. We're everywhere now. It's great. There's 139 episodes. This is number 140.
Beautiful.
In the can, and we're done. And we're out. And tomorrow we will be live again, so tune in.